breaking the silence, y'all. It is an exhilarating process. Shutting up for so long, being silent, having the cover up to deal with for so long. I finally broken the silence on one aspect of my life regarding the abuse in my childhood. Unfortunately, that's not the only abuse that I've experienced, but that's the one that I've spoken of so far. It's not about me, but more so God's purpose for my life. And after fasting, praying, and coming into a place of peace, inner peace that only you can get from God and having His Holy Spirit with you and abiding in you, that you can be able to speak how He wants you to speak and be able to get back my voice, reclaim my voice. And that's the first benefit that I've experienced from going out there, sharing my story so far. I feel like I'm reclaiming my voice that I've been shut up for too long. And yes, there are individuals who are still trying to shut me up. My purpose is not to cause hurt or harm to others. It's about individuals out there like myself who has gone through abuse and has been silenced for so long, and you take that burden with you to the extent that it impacts other areas of your life. And I'm going to do another video about what silence does to the abused and for the abuser. Now I don't like to use the word victim, right? Because that's like trying to say, okay, you're in this state, that's who you are. No, it happened to you, so yes, you've been abused, but who you are as a lady, if it's you, you're a queen. All right, no victim, you are a queen. And no matter the state that you are in right now, that queen is inside of you that God created you to be. It's just your time to burst forth and become and be the queen that you are. Abuse, whether it is childhood abuse, abuse in the workplace, marital abuse, or any other sort of abuse that you might go through in terms of this setting, whether it is physical, emotional, or mental, anything abusive. Once you are able to break the silence, whether it is by speaking to a counselor, speaking to a friend, don't go talk to anybody. Okay, let me just translate that in English. Don't go around speaking of your situation to any and everybody. Let's still go back in Apato. Okay, let's try to get the English part of it now. Please do not speak your business to any and everyone. Yeah, not chat your business with everybody. I love my pato. It's so strong. Another benefit of breaking the silence is relieving that burden of shame that I've been taking around with me for so many years. And that burden of shame can cause so many side effects because it impacts how you feel about yourself, it impacts your self-esteem, and it impacts how you allow others to treat you, right? So I've come out of a place of shame or thinking, okay, I need to have my head down in the ground, or I can't even just be proud of some of the things that I've accomplished because I have this shame that is following me around. No. Breaking the silence has allowed me to step out of my shame and stepping out of my pain, because it's a process, right? I know that I've been through this, but I can now use it as a means of serving, doing what I'm here for. And my purpose on earth is to serve with a heart of love. I love serving others, and if this is what I need to do, as a part of that purpose is to speak into your life, then yes, breaking that silence can help to remove that burden of shame that you sometimes walk around with because this thing happened to you, and especially if nothing was done about it, you just feel the blame too, right? So it's shame and blame. That has helped me to relieve. Just talking about it has helped me to have a sense of relief. Having family members confirming also that, the perpetrator was known for his actions has also been beneficial. But whether or not anybody confirm it, I know what I went through. Breaking that silence is helping me to get rid of the shame and the blame, the self-blame. All right, now it also allows others to speak of their experience, and that I can listen with empathy. During the week, I've had friends who reached out to me and spoke with me and shared their experiences, and I was able to listen from a place of empathy and also to pray for them and just let them know sometimes as you go through this, it's not necessarily somebody to talk to you, but somebody to listen to you from a place of understanding. That has been beneficial, knowing that breaking the silence allowed others to be in a place where they feel they can speak up. And that's what I want to encourage, that if you are going through anything like that, find a person that you can be able to speak to who is going to listen with empathy and understanding, because not everybody that you share your story with will have understanding or empathy. I know that from experience. Some people can make you feel worse than the event itself. The why I'm doing it now is because of a program that I just completed with R.C. Blakes Jr., Transcending the Father Wound. And I'll tell you a bit more story about the fatherlessness that I've experienced and searching for a father, sometimes in the wrong places and the wrong people. Okay, that's another story. I was on YouTube as I was going through my challenges over the past few months, and I saw this man coming up, and as I listened, I started writing down things, and I started connecting with like, oh, so my mindset has been this way because of this experience. Like, I always wonder, why am I this way in certain areas of my life? And he made that connection for me. So I bought his program, Transcending the Father Wound, and completed it, right? It was wonderful, and I'll do a review separate on that. But when I completed it, I came into this emotionally healing place that allowed me to talk about it, right? And to realize that others are out there, especially in COVID-19. I've heard the incidences of abuse have increased with people locking down, being at home, and in situations that just breed abuse. So you might be going through this, or you might know somebody who might be going through this, and they need a word. If I knew this, or if I went through this earlier on in my life and came to that emotionally healing place, some of the decisions and situations that I found myself in, I wouldn't have. But everything comes now, work together for good to those who love and trust the Lord. I'm thankful that at this stage that I'm able to find that healing, because a lot of people don't. Breaking the silence has also helped me to remove the fear of being judged. You know, a lot of times we walk around being silent, going through abusive situations because we are so concerned about what Tom, Dick, and Harry will say, Jane, John, and whoever else will say, right? Well, say what you want to. Say what you want to. And sometimes you have to transcend or move above what people have to say, because guess what? People will always have things to say. If you're down, they will look at you and talk about you being down. If you're up, if you're climbing, they will criticize you and be jealous of you when you're climbing. But you need to understand that if you try to live your life and keep silent because of fear of what everybody else will think or say, and you stay in an abusive marriage, or you stay in an abusive work environment, or you stay in a church situation where there's abuse, or whatever your situation is, and you're just silent, or abuse happened to you and you decide not to seek help, talk about it, and get that healing that you need because of what everybody else will think. I was there too, so I understand. Like, I really do understand. But that is it. Breaking the silence has helped me to reach a place of knowing what my value is, not based on what the other person think of me, but based on who created me and the innate value that he has placed on my life. And that's God. Like, I'm valuable for him, to him, in his sight. No matter what I've gone through. I think it was T.D. Blakes who made this illustration of having, $100, and he crumpled it up in front of the audience, and he's like, who would want this? Crumpled $100. If I had $100 right now, it would be a good illustration, but I don't. So yeah, he crumpled it up, and he's like, yeah, who wants this $100? And everybody wanted it, right? He put it on the ground and he stepped on it, right? And it's all mashed, dirty. Who wants this $100? Everybody wanted it, right? Because it didn't decrease in value. It went through abuse, it went through hardship, but it was still valuable. And that is it. You are still valuable. It doesn't matter what you go through. God has a value on your life that far exceeds anything that anyone can have ever done to you, or what anyone has to say about you. You are valuable. But once you accept God's value on your life, then you can speak. You can break the silence. You can speak about the things that you've gone through and be able to really realize that you're not alone. You are not alone. God is with you, and there are others like myself out here who've been through it and want to reassure you that breaking the silence can be beneficial. Know how to do it. You have come this far, and there's greater things in store for you. Dear Jesus, I love you. I thank you for life. I thank you for your love, your grace, and your mercies. Lord, I want to pray for someone watching this who has been going through an abusive situation for a long time, or the situation happened to them long ago, but they've been silent. And in that silence, it's like they're dying inside. They're hurting so much, and sometimes they want to talk, and the pain is so excruciating, but they don't know who to turn to. First, Lord, help them to know that they can turn to you at anytime, even right now, dear Lord. Help them to talk to you about it, because you know and you understand and you want to heal. Jesus, cover them, watch over them, and provide the process and the path to healing and to breaking that silence. Thank you, Lord, for what you are going to do in their lives. Thank you in advance, because we know that you are you are the healing balm in Gilead in this world and in all the people who are listening lives. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.